So can you tell us where you're from, maybe where you grew up, just a little bit, and maybe what you study first?
Yes, I was born in Ijevsk. It's a small town in Admiralty Republic. I just graduated from Kazan Federal University. I got a bachelor's degree. It means that I can work now as English and German teacher. And I want to continue my education, and I'm going to do also a master's degree.
Very nice. So what I want to ask you and want to talk a little bit with you is about this concept of self-esteem. That's what we study in my class, one of the topics we study. Are you familiar with self-esteem, the concept of self-esteem? Do you know what it is?
Yes, I think that I'm familiar with this term, and by self-esteem, I understand a person's attitude to his or her personality, the way he or she sees, perceives, and evaluates himself or herself.
Right, and it doesn't have to be just the personality, just basically your evaluation about yourself as a person. So, but yeah, that's pretty much a good definition. Do you think having positive, or we could say high self-esteem, is important for being successful in life or being happy?
I think it's more important to have not high, but maybe a healthy self-esteem. And I think that, yes, successfulness and happiness really depend on the level of a person's self-esteem, because I think, for example, a person with low self-esteem will always will constantly feel undeserved, unconfident, doubtful, and all these will not allow him or her just to be happy and achieve success.
Okay, now can I ask you, how do you know those things? Did you learn that from school, from your parents, or what do you think how did you learn that?
I think I learned that partially from school and partially from reading and studying at the university, but I'm not sure that my parents talked to me about that. I think reading and studying, yes.
Yeah, sounds good. So here's what we, in my class, we learned, or my students, and I'm teaching my students that researchers believe that there are three different types of selves that we can think of ourselves in three different ways. So one is individual self, is basically the aspect of you or your identity that is very unique from everybody else. Then you could also think of yourself as what we would call relational self, and this is the aspect of you that is relates to your maybe your friendships, your maybe romantic partner. So it's something about you that is connects you to your intimate relationships. And then the last one is we call collective self. And this is what the set of traits and the aspect of you that may be shared with the broader community or people that you were living with. So can you just think of for a moment what how would you describe yourself, as your individual self, your relational self, and your collective self first? Just I'm giving you 1 minute just to think of yourself in those three different ways. And then I ask you another question, okay?
I think that I agree with this statement. And I also think that my ourself consists of all these individual, collective, and relational selves. And moreover, I think that they all are at different level of development, and I need to do different kind of work to improve or to develop them. And I think that I develop them by my achievements. I try to forgive myself. I mean, not to treat myself very strict, or encourage myself and focus on the positive.
Do you place
Yes.
higher value? Let's say if you, for a moment, think of one day you wake up and you've lost one of those three aspects of yourself. Which one, the loss of which one of the three would be the most difficult for you to accept?
I would place a higher value to individual self, because I think everything starts with our personal attitude to ourselves. And first of all, we should learn to respect ourselves regardless of someone else's opinion. It's also important to realize who we are, what we want, what we are capable of, and what we really deserve.
Very good.
Thank you.